Hello peeps and welcome back to the Age of Engineering. Alright, I did quite a bit off camera, none of which involved reconstructing all of this, but a lot of which involved making a bunch of nether stars, 35 of them total. I made a bunch of the tantalum plates, 205 of those. I made a bunch of energy crystals, 71. I made a bunch of ground lapis, 1,278. And I made a bunch of ender pearl dust, 128. Now, why did I go to all that effort? Well, I want to get started working on the fusion crafting injectors. This is going to take quite a bit of effort, so we need to get started. And this is probably going to be something we're going to have to work on between two episodes, because I don't think I'm going to be able to do all of this in a single episode. We're going to get started today with the fusion coil. Fusion coils require a bunch of stuff. They take advanced machine casings, which is chrome ingots. Yeah, we need a lot of chrome. Highly advanced machine blocks, and elite control circuits. Or we can use data control circuits, but those are kind of a bitch to make. So why would you? Let's just pull up fusion coil. We need energy flow circuits. These are actually not too bad, comparatively speaking. Takes iridium plates. But if we watch this tick long enough, we should see that eventually... energy flow circuit. If we take a look at the Lib Vulpes iridium plate, the uses for that, that will work in this recipe. So, we have the ability to make that pretty easily. Let's go ahead and get started with that now. I'll just toss a stack of iridium ore in here. We'll let that run through the compressor. We'll replace this with our plate cast. And we'll toss those on there. That's going to stamp out iridium plates. So, the first thing I'm going to start with is the energy flow circuit. You can see I automated the Lapitron crystal. We're going to need that for the energy flow circuits. Energy flow circuits are tungsten ingots, iridium plates, advanced circuits, Lapitron crystals, and tungsten ingots. So, need some tungsten. That's kind of why I had this thing running over here. I have quite a bit of tungsten. This can be processed through basically any crushing machine. It can't be processed through a sag mill, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but it can be processed just straight through an arc furnace to get double. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to make use of the arc furnace. There we go. Plenty of tungsten coming in. So, let's automate the creation of energy flow circuits. With this, we should be able to do this now. We will need to create at least one Lapitron. So we can do that. Oh, tell me that these Lib Vulpes plates don't work. If it worked, it would be showing up here. So these Lib Vulpes plates do not work. That's great. Okay, so I need the... I could do that to get the iridium alloy, or I can just make the industrial craft version. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. We'll go ahead and make one of those. And we'll craft one circuit so that we can do that, and that. That will give me what I need. So these iridium plates are going to be basically useless. Not the first time I've created something that's useless, won't be the last. I can grind them down and make it work. Okay, so with that, I can make those. Now, the next thing that we need to make for the fusion coils, we need iridium neutron reflectors, which is made with iridium ingots and thick neutron reflectors. Thick neutron reflectors are a beryllium cell from Tech Reborn with 4 neutron reflectors. 4 neutron reflectors is tin powder, coal powder, and copper plates. So that's not too bad. Let's get, if I don't already have copper plates, I do. I know I don't have powdered tin though. So let's get 4 stacks of tin, and we'll just macerate this. These iridium ingots we're going to save. Okay, while that's going, the advanced machine casings. I'm going to need a total of 9 of these. So I'll have to do this recipe 3 times. This is elite control circuits and highly advanced machine blocks, which is titanium and chrome around advanced, which is carbon plates and advanced alloy, Tech Reborn version, around machine blocks. The Tech Reborn version is advanced alloy ingots run through a metal press. This is a mixed metal ingot, smelted. Mixed metal ingots can be made from a lot of stuff. The most efficient recipe I have is going to be... Well, I can't make tungsten steel. So we can't use the tungsten steel recipes. But I do have access to tungsten, bronze, and tin. So I can do the 8x recipe. Or, I guess it's a 5x recipe, isn't it? What about titanium? Titanium is also a 5x. It's easier for me to get titanium. No, it's easier for me to get tungsten than titanium. Titanium takes a long time. Titanium is also converted into chrome. So we're going to use that recipe. We're going to get 30 of these, smelt them up. And then we'll run these through the plate press. That'll give me enough to make 15 of these machine blocks. Give it. Drop it. Can I use these iridium plates for anything? Probably not. I can smelt it back out into liquid iridium. Which I can then cast into a plate, which makes them totally useless now, so at least I only made like 8 of them. Okay, this is getting me the advanced alloy that I need. So, we're going to need... See, we need 9 of these, so we need 9 machine blocks. Put those in there. Which means I should need 18 of this advanced alloy. Okay, so the advanced machine block is carbon plate. Let's put the advanced plates away. That gets me 9 of you. Should be able to get 9 of you. Good. Now, I'll need 3 combinations of this. Hope I have enough chrome. So I need elite control circuits, which means I need reinforced alloy around advanced control circuits, which means I need this. We'll get 6 of them to get 6 of them to get, hopefully, 3 combinations of them. Yes, good. Awesome. Nichrome heating coils. We need a rolling machine, which is actually pretty easy to make. It's a couple of compressors, some pistons, and some advanced circuits. So let's get 2 basic machine casings. Let's get just a shit ton of pistons. I'm always having to make these stupid things, so let's get it out of the way. That gets me 2 compressors to get me... Can I just do that straight up? I don't think I have the advanced circuits. I also don't have the Tech Reborn machine casings. Let's make a handful of these. I think I only need 3 for this step, so we'll just make what we need. That gets me the rolling machine from Tech Reborn. I'm going to need an LV emitter. Where is the LV emitter for this thing? There it is. Power I/O coil. Yes. I just need the power I/O. So, an advanced circuit. Wait, I have that. Derp. There's power I/O. There is the low voltage emitter. And we'll get some glass fiber. And we'll attach this onto our machine here. We're going to point it down. So, low voltage emitter right there. Glass fiber connected. Actually, I don't even need that because I'm going to put the rolling machine right here. Rolling machine, get. Okay. Now, we need some nickel. And let's see, how many fusion coils I need? Need to do this 9 times, so I need 9 chrome and 36 nickel. I'm so glad I made a lot of chrome. 9 chrome. Oh, let's not. So it might just make chrome plates if I try to do it that way. This should make my nichrome heating coils. Okay, next. We're on to the iridium neutron reflector. So, I need thick neutron reflectors, which is neutron reflectors, which I should have everything I need now. Pull all that out, and this step I'm going to automate. Now, I need the beryllium. This is where the ender pearl dust that I made comes into play. Not the ender resonators. Beryllium is created by running ender pearl dust through an industrial electrolyzer. It's going to get me chlorite, potassium, nitrogen, and beryllium. So, what are we going to do? We're going to hijack one of these. This recipe also runs a little faster and consumes less EU per tick. So, we will need a total of 9 of those. Actually, no, we're going to need a shit ton of that, aren't we? We're going to need a shit ton of these beryllium cells because I need 9 of these, which means I need 72. I need 72 beryllium cells. I could get more by using emerald. Could use crushed emerald, and that gets me 3 per every 30 seconds. So, if I need 72, divided by 3 is 24, times 29, that's 696 emeralds. What's my emerald supply look like? I'd be using about half of my emeralds. About 11 stacks. Screw it, we'll do that. Why not? I mean, we'll go ahead and use the ender pearl dust while we've got it going, but so I'm sure I'm going to need more of these things eventually. But, oh, this is going to hurt. What's the best way to do this? Could put it through the crusher. Can't put it through a sag mill. I'll put them through a macerator. Yeah, I can put it through the macerator. And it will work. So, start macerating a shit ton of these things for me. And I'm actually going to give you 2 more overclockers to get you running faster. Maybe even more. Can you sustain that? Yeah, I can sustain that. Okay. I ran out of cells. That's part of the problem. No. No, no, no. You get that. You. Extract these for me, please. I should just make more of these frickin' cells. Empty cells are just tin ingots. Screw that. Just make several stacks of these things and just feed it stacks. Okay, there's the beryllium cells. So let's put the beryllium cells away for the moment. Come in here and grab our next bit of emerald. Start tossing that in. The ender pearl dust we'll put away. Because we're not going to use ender pearl dust, we're actually going to use, as much as it hurts, we're going to use the emerald. Put away the chlorites, we'll put away the potassium. I might use those eventually. Silicon cells, can I use those for anything? Yep, I can extract them back into an empty cell. That's great. And compressed air. I really wish you could just vent these like you could in the old school versions. kind of want to add these to the extractor. Silicon. Yeah, let's add silicon to the extraction system. Which I didn't even need to do from out here. I can do it from right here. So insert, compressed air, silicon. Insert, hydrogen, silicon. And you, we're also going to replace with emerald dust. We're going to disable the feed from our macerator for the moment. And we're going to get a key. We're going to unlock that, pick that up. We're going to feed that emerald dust after I come over here and get some more of it. We're going to feed that emerald dust. We're going to lock that in place. Put this bauxite away. Feed this some silicon cells. Feed this some more blank cells. And for right now, we'll get the chrome off of here. And we'll let that extract beryllium cells. Those things are glitched as hell in there, aren't they? Okay. I might need to overclock these a little more to keep up with this, because this runs much faster. Okay, we're completely done with emerald extraction. That will get me all of the beryllium cells I need to do this. Now, let's go back to the fusion coil. That will take care of the iridium neutron reflectors. We still need the superconductors, which means we need these helium cells. Helium is gained from the industrial centrifuge. So we'll need to make an industrial centrifuge. Refined iron extracted advanced machine blocks, which are pretty easy. And I don't believe the industrial centrifuge requires a multi-block. So let's make an industrial centrifuge. We need an extractor, so we'll need 4 tree taps. We need 2 of these advanced machine blocks. Did I not? I didn't make the extractor. Derp. We'll need 1 of these, and make the extractor, and disco. So, industrial centrifuge. We're going to hook that up to the line right here. The last block I'm going to put right here, because we're going to need 1 more block after everything here is said and done. We'll connect that, punch a hole through there, you, and you. Industrial centrifuge, get. I always back up from these things because I'm always expecting them to explode. Some of these machines can't take the power that they say they take. And the industrial centrifuge is not one of those, but the next machine that we're going to use is. Now, to get helium, we can either use glowstone dust, which takes 1,250 seconds to make 1. Or we can use endstone dust, which gets us small piles of tungsten as a side effect, some sand, the helium cells we need, and helium-3, which we'll eventually need down the road anyway. And this only takes 4 minutes for each one. Obviously, this is the way we're going to go. So we need the industrial centrifuge. But how do you get the endstone dust? Well, that requires the industrial grinder, which is the next machine we're going to make. So we need 3 macerators. Or 2 macerators, rather. Actually, no, we need a macerator, we need an industrial electrolyzer, we need these tungsten grinding heads, which take blocks of steel. Also takes tungsten. Let's get the slag out of there, that's what's keeping it from working. There's our grinding heads. We need the macerator. Hello, please work, thank you. That gets us our macerator. We need the industrial electrolyzer, so we need 3 extractors. Put those all away. Just need machine blocks. Probably will need a few more of these basic circuits. You know, just make me 20 of these things so I don't have to worry about it. One, two, three. No crafting CPUs. Oh, come on. There we go. Now I got the crafting CPUs. There's the industrial electrolyzer part. We need an advanced machine block. So we need a machine block. We need 3 more advanced circuits. That gets us the industrial grinder. But that's not everything we need. This machine requires a multi-block. We are going to need some of the Tech Reborn casings. We will need 18 of these standard machine casings. Which takes refined iron, basic circuits. So we'll need a bunch more of these circuits probably. Let's go ahead and just craft 20 more. And we need some of these machine blocks. We're going to need a bunch of steel. Because we need to make more of these machine blocks, which has to be done in the electric crucible and the electric solidifier. So, boom. And we're making blocks of refined iron. I should get 30 total for this. Yep. Convert that into refined iron ingots, and that'll keep us in business for a little longer. Oh, that was more than I needed. We also need some reinforced machine casings. So I need steel plates, advanced circuits, and advanced machine blocks. So I'll need need 2 of you to get 2 of you. I'll need 4 of you to get 8 of you. We only need 8 of those. We're also going to need a bucket of water. Which I can just steal from in here. Okay. The industrial grinder has to be built as a multi-block. The multi-block centers behind the industrial grinder, which is going to go right here. So, the lowest layer needs to be made out of standard machine casings. The next layer is made out of reinforced machine casings with a hole in the middle. That's where we put our water. Top layer made out of advanced machine or standard machine casings again. Teleport in and place our grinder. The grinder is one of those blocks. It says it takes 64 EU for the input rate. It lies. It can only take 32. If you try to hook this stupid thing up to an MV current, it will blow up. So, now we need to supply it with water. Well, the easiest way to do that, sadly, let's get an axe. Let's get a reservoir. Now, I'm not sure if I can pump directly in from this or what the hell. I got stuck crouching. I'm not entirely sure whether this thing will automatically accept fluid input. Does not look like it. If I change that to push with a Yeta wrench, will it work then? That appears to work. It appears to work, but it's not. Okay, let's move this back one. We'll need a couple more blocks of water. Can I just get it from in here somewhere? I can get it from down here. And let's get a fluid conduit. Hopefully this works. So I don't want to have to supply this thing with a bucket. Bitch. That works. Wait a second. I didn't fill that many cells. So I think it might actually be filling the... I don't know. Anyway, industrial grinder. That allows us to grind endstone to get the endstone dust. We have two choices. Both take 5 seconds. If we grind endstone, we get 2 endstone dust. If we grind endstone bricks, we get 4. Well, you can see I've got plenty of endstone, but not too many endstone bricks. Well, just so happens, we can make endstone bricks. And it's stupid easy. Ta-da! Pop those in. And it is going to quickly drain all of the power, because this thing is actually not supposed to run on LV. It's supposed to run on MV. It wants to be supplied with 120 ADU per tick. I could increase the speed that this runs at by attaching more low voltage emitters onto the side here and attaching the cables onto here. Putting multiple packets. Might actually do that real quick, because these LV emitters aren't expensive to make. It's just power IOs, which is just advanced circuits. There we go. Break that, dig down. LV, LV. Let's get one more. We'll just go for the straight 4. I have plenty of power being pushed out of this thing, so I don't have to worry about capping my power. And this is where we really hope we don't explode. Aw, shit. That's right. I'm out of channels for this thing to use because I've got all of these other emitters attached. Well, it's running a little faster anyway. Now, let me show you guys something. This is a bitch. See this low voltage emitter here? Let me put this one away. There's one in my inventory. Let's put him away. See this low voltage emitter right here? Now, why do I get those back? So I get the low voltage ones back, but if I break this medium voltage or this high voltage one, I won't get those. That's a pain in the ass. Anyway. So, we are running faster. We take the endstone dust, toss it in here with some empty cells. This is going to start centrifuging out. This does take a while, but this is going to produce the helium cells that we need. So, that is where we are going to have to end this episode, because this is going to take some time. Now, I have enough titanium for now. I can get titanium by going to Titan. So I don't think I really need these industrial electrolyzers anymore, or this macerator. I don't really need this setup at all. So what I might do is I might break these medium voltage, and you know what, let's do it. See, I don't get that back. This high voltage emitter, yeah, I don't get that back either. That's what I'm talking about. When I talk about how I don't get the emitters back, that's what I was referring to. I don't get those emitters back. But apparently I get the low voltage ones. So I guess that's something. We'll go ahead and attach a fourth low voltage emitter there. We'll splice all those together. Now we should be getting better power. Still not quite fully charged. If I add a fifth one, which I can do if I break this high voltage emitter. And while we're at it, we may as well just break that. Let's break it all. Why not? Right? Two more of those. Two more of those. Break that. Thought I made two of those. Oh. Ran out of these stupid things. Give me you. Why do I have calculator assemblies? Did I accidentally pull those out? Pop you there. Connect, connect. And this thing should now be running at, if not full speed, pretty close to full speed. Yep, we're 100% charged now. We've got plenty of endstone dust. Whoa, we're still having a hard time keeping this thing charged. And it's getting multiple packets. But we can now feed this thing. Let's add a little bit of automation to this, so that I don't have to stand here and screw with this. Let's get some item conduits and a couple of chests. Input chest. Well, we don't put it up there. Input chest, output chest. I'm going to have to automate cells to you also, probably. You're in out. Extracting on brown. You insert on brown. You extract. You insert. You extract. You insert. You. I don't really need to put anything in you. You will extract always active. That's going to pull the endstone dust out and put it in here. You on the extraction are going to be active without signal. And that should pull out all of the extra components. And then if I get another chest, put you there, extracting on green, always active, put some cells in here, which I can just hijack from over here since I'm not using the electrolyzers anymore. Pop those in there, and that should automatically supply it with cells. And now I don't have to. Now I don't have to babysit this thing. It's going to take a while, but it will eventually produce the helium cells I need. For point of reference, I need 9 fusion coils, which means I need 9 superconductors, which means I need 27 total helium cells. Or no, I need 9 superconductors, so I need to do this 3 times, because each one of these gives me 4, so I need 9 helium cells. Some energy flow circuits, some iridium plates, and yeah. So it'll take a little time to do this, but not terribly long. But this is definitely where I'm going to have to call the episode. So, thank you guys for watching. This has been Night Dagger with Age of Engineering. Hopefully, you guys are still finding the series entertaining. I feel like we're starting to come up on where I'm going to want to call an end to this series, though. I may do some of the creative stuff, but I am not going to do the creative vending upgrade. And let me show you why. This is the ultimate be-all, end-all goal of this pack. Get the creative vending upgrade. To get the creative vending upgrade, you have to have 2 creative fluid tanks, which are made with elite fluid tanks full of the following. And all of these creative things, which are made with all of these things. Notice the draconic core. Each one of these requires you to kill frickin' multiple dragons, probably. It also takes the creative gas tanks, which takes all of these, or takes these creative cells. It also does require all of the creative gases. Even though these tanks say empty, they're not. You have to have a whole bunch of different gases in these. But that's not the worst part of this. The worst part of this is the bins. 4,096 iridium ore. 4,096 scented paneling. 4,096 HDPE pellets. 4,096 middling ingots. This is bad, but not like unbelievably horribly bad. This is bad, but not unbelievably horribly bad. This is bad, but not unbelievably horribly bad. This is a fucking nightmare. You need 2,000 buckets of honey and 4,000 each royal jelly and pollen clusters. Now, bear in mind, I have had my bees in the mining world running pretty constantly for the last, 10 hours since the last time I went and looked at these little buzzing bastards. They've been running nonstop. I don't even have a stack of this stuff yet. So fuck this noise. Now I know if I build an apiary, I can get faster results. And if I use frames, I can get faster results. I know all that. But honestly, going back to what I said back when I was doing Agrarian Skies, there's a difference between challenge and mindless grinding. This is mindless grinding. Honestly, some of the other creative stuff is too, but I'll probably do a few of those just for point of reference, just to say that I did them. Why do I only have 69 of that? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, so yeah. I'm feeling like we're probably not going to continue the series a whole lot longer. We'll definitely do some of the creative stuff. We'll definitely go fight the Chaos Guardian and all that stuff. We'll definitely get the Draconic Armor, and we'll play around with that and see how much crazy automation we can get going, but I'm not doing the scented paneling stuff. That's grinding for the sake of grinding, and that's not fun for me. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the series, and I'll catch you later, peeps.